Ooh, brother. I gotta get to you, Carly, before Brad puts a twist on what I did. Oh!
I called your travel agent. I got a seat right next to yours. So fun in the sun, here we come.
Can you? Brad, what is it? What are you trying to tell me?
Brad? No! I swear I will shoot you before I let you marry her.
Ma, what are you doing here?
Sticking her nose where it doesn't belong, as usual. Look, Dee, nobody is making wedding plans just yet, so why don't you slurp down another rum punch and chill out? Preferably at a different hotel.
Why don't you just go take a dip with the rest of the barracudas?
Ma, what are you doing here? I mean, you're supposed to be in Portland.
In Portland, it takes too long to dump a lousy husband. Here, I can do it in one night of umbrella drinks and limbo dancing.
Now, there's an image.
Now, wait a minute, what? You're divorcing Frank?
Yeah, I finally came to my senses, and it's time you did, too. Tweety Bird here tells me you've asked her to marry her. Oh, tell me it isn't true.
Mom, it is true. I have asked Carly to be my wife.
I would never lie about a proposal, Dee. Or shall I say, Mom?
You call me that again, I'll knock your teeth out.
Ma, relax, okay?
You can't marry this shrew. She doesn't love you. You don't love her.
Ma, please.
You're just on the rebound from Camille because you lost her. Or is it the big buck she's carrying around? God knows it's her best asset. It's her only asset.
Ma,
hey, now.
Ma.
Look, why don't you learn from my mistakes, honey? Just listen to your mother, please.
Look, Dee, I didn't come all this way for an 80-proof lecture from Mommy. As a matter of fact, she was just about to tell me something important.
I don't care.
Ma, listen, okay? Look, Carly hasn't agreed, okay? And she is not ready to tie the knot so soon, so...
Oh, so it's not too late. Well, then consider the proposal canceled. Withdrawn.
Well, now, I can assure you I am dying to have a mother-in-law just like that woman.
Okay, well, forget her. She's the least of your problems.
What? Brad, what is this about? Is this about Parker? Is John trying to do something while I'm away?
No, John hasn't done anything, but it is about him in a way.
Well, then tell me. If you don't tell me what it is right this minute, so help me God, I'm gonna scream, Brad!
Carly, brace yourself, okay? John Dixon is not the father of your baby. We're wrong.
How could they screw that up?
They didn't. It wasn't a mistake. The tests were doctored.
Doctor? You're telling me that John Dixon, he switched the results?
No,
I mean, well, why on earth would he do that? I mean, I know that John wanted a baby, but he would want his own child, right? Not somebody else's.
John had nothing to do with it.
No. Who? Brad? How do you know about this?
Molly told me. She masterminded the switch.
And he's gonna tell Hal? He's gonna tell John? Rosanna? Rosanna said that I had to be married to the baby's father. She's gonna take everything away from me. My money, my house, my jet. I won't even be able to get off this island.
Look, Rosanna won't know anything. The guy won't talk.
How do you know that?
Because Andy and I handled the loser, okay? He thinks he's going into Lake Michigan wearing cement shoes if he even
Wait a second. Andy, John's son, he's gonna tell John if he hasn't already.
No, Andy doesn't know the particulars of the switched results. He just knows that the guy was hassling Molly. That's it, okay? Carly, honey, your secret is safe. Okay? I'm gonna make sure of that.
We're friends.
Well, we aren't. Brad was a lot closer to other members of my family.
What do you want?
Well, I've often wondered whatever happened to the good old Brad Snyder I knew. Looks like you've done quite well for yourself.
Mom, it's getting late. I think you should go back to your room and get some sleep, okay? We've got a long day tomorrow.
Whoa, those sweet drinks really do sneak up on you.
Carly, could you make sure Mom makes it back to the room, okay?
No
What?
way.
Ma, please, for me, please.
Well, just so long as you know that any debt that I owed you for coming down here is now canceled.
Take your hands off of me. You stay away from Queen Midas here, huh? Hold out for what's real.
It's always a pleasure, Mom.
Handle his own wife.
You know, well, maybe if your wife had been a little more happy before she had met me, she wouldn't have spent so much time with me.
Now, look, Snyder, here's the bottom line. I want full restitution for what you took from me.
Full restitution? You've got millions. What do you need anything from me?
Claire took everything, except half in the divorce, and I want it back. It's time to pay the piper, Snyder.
Actually, it was just the guy that I'm supposed to interview, but he wasn't there. So what's up with the restaurant?
The restaurant's booked up all night. But the hostess said the bar has a full menu.
Okay, well, let's eat in there.
Okay.
We can't eat there.
It reeks of alcohol in there.
That's so sweet of you, but I don't smell anything.
Right, and we want to keep it that way. So let's just go.
But you haven't eaten a thing. Come on. I don't
Okay,
mind.
then you know what? I'll just, I'll order some munchies from the bartender and have him sent up to the room. And why don't you go on ahead and set the mood? And, hey, I'll make sure I get extra dessert with extra whipped cream. And then I'll...
All right. I'll see you in the room.
Okay.
Molly? Hey. Oh, I need to have a word with you.
Yeah. Listen, there's something I need to tell you.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see what that could possibly be. Maybe that you changed some test results and my son is not a Dixon, he's a Munson.
Brad told you. Right?
Why didn't you? How could you keep something from me that could wreck my life?
But it looked pretty near perfect to me. That's why I did what I did, so you could have it all. So you could have Parker and the money.
And what if I'd lost the custody fight? What if I'd lost Parker?
That wasn't going to happen because I was going to tell the judge the truth. I would have ended up in jail probably,
Right.
but...
And left me with another custody battle to fight, this time with Hal, who probably would have won.
Why play the what?
And now you've got me
this
looking
point?
over my shoulder for the rest of my life, wondering if your lab techie on the take is going to come out of the woodwork and expose me.
No, sweetheart, we don't have to worry about him. See, Brad and Andy took care of him.
Brad and Andy, John's son. Now, gee, Molly, I wonder why that doesn't give me any comfort. And right, Andy doesn't know that John's not the father, but what if he finds out? What if you get careless and slip up?
What if I just tell him? Myself, right now, huh?
Right, and watch this island paradise become ground zero. Molly, are you out of your mind? Andy Dixon is the last person who can find out about this. There's not enough money in the world to keep that goody-goody's mouth shut.
I really love Andy. And when you really love someone and you're trying to make a go of it with them, secrets can be fatal, Carly.
I never asked you to switch those results, Molly.
No, but you're damn lucky I did, aren't you?
I could lose my son because you did.
No. Andy won't tell John.
John is the first person Andy will tell.
Not necessarily.
Why? You give me one reason Andy won't tell me.
Well, I mean, he can see how happy being Parker's father makes John. It's the happiest he's been since he lost little Johnny, and Andy is not going to rob him of that. I am sure of it.
Well, I'm not. Andy stays in the dark, and that's fine.
You don't own me. And if I choose to tell Andy the truth, you can't stop me.
I can make it so you never see your godson again.
Carly, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't have that money. You wouldn't have the house. You wouldn't have anything. I am the reason, because I made the switch, you got to keep the money. Now all I'm asking you is to help me keep what I really care about.
And that would be?
Andy. If this gets out somehow in the future, and I didn't tell him, he'll hate me for it. I will lose him for good, Carly.
Well, Molly, that's nothing compared to me losing my son.
Oh, Andy.
Do you like it?
That's gorgeous. I love it. I love it.
Well, the color and the sparkle reminded me of your eyes, and I love your eyes, you know. I love falling into them. Especially in the morning, when you wake up in my arms.